don't like being on my own. I could use someone to hold, and I've been trying to fill the void, but my bed is getting cold. Cause I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. You said you had to go away just to figure out who you are, and I'm in this empty house with your pictures on my wall. But I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. Now I'm just waiting for love, waiting for love. Try to forget about you makes me restless. Waiting for love, waiting for love. I don't know what else I can do, it's hopeless to be holding on to you. I guess we forgot about the way we could sit and talk all night, and we just let the good times pass and got caught up in our fights. I say I don't mind, but that's a lie. Thought we'd work it out. I've tried to let you go. Memories, they tend to stay. Doesn't matter anyway, cause it won't be you and me. Now I'm just waiting for love, waiting for love. Try to forget about you makes me restless. Waiting for love, waiting for love. I don't know what else I can do, it's hopeless to be holding on.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings. So apparently I'm mandatory. I mean, I'm just saying. Unapologetically Sarah, welcome. Ornell, CM, Angela, Keziah, Evan, Kristen, and Judy, and Cheryl, and Maddie. Welcome. How is everybody doing? Thank you, Kristen, for your donation. Kristen wants to know about a job offer. We need to know about the job. See how that's going to go. Thank you for your donation again. Let's check that out. How was your outing Friday? It was great. I really enjoyed it. All right. Let's see with the Tarot Tower. What are we going to do? Might as well start off with my deck of cards because I do enjoy my deck of cards. You know, I did make it after all. What's going on? Raina, how are you doing? Angela, Ornell, Patty, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Good to see everybody hanging out on a Sunday. Tomorrow's is just another manic Monday, but it'll be all good, all good. Things are heating up at some of the workplaces because all the companies got money now. Got money for all the new projects, and everybody wants to hire somebody and get all the new projects working and going and all that good stuff. Maddie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, let's see if we can adjust the brightness. That's a bit bright. Ooh, that's the sweet spot right there. That brightness right there. That is the sweet spot. Whoa, what did I do? I ruined it. I got the sweet spot and then I ruined it. All right. Let's see. Is a magician creating their own tarot deck equivalent to Jedi Knight creating their own lightsaber? Could be. Could be. You do, you know. By the way, I think most Jedis did make their own lightsaber, at least in the extended universe books and some of the things. Anyway, I'm a dork. So let's get back to the tarot. How about that? Kristen, we're going to get a call from Spectrum for the CSR position and get an offer to 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Tower. Actually, I think that you have somebody else that you've applied for that you have a much better chance of getting in. This does look a little bit challenged. 5 of Wands with any job position indicates that you have a lot of people applying for it. So you have a lot of, you have a lot of people that are trying to get in. We have a lot of activity. We have a lot of moving parts sort of around that. Cheryl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And the 5 of Wands says we do just have thick competition for this particular job, whatever the reason. 5 Pentacles also indicates, I think that they pay a little lower than what you're thinking. They don't exactly have the pay that you're going to be happy with, and that's going to be, sort of something that you're upset with. In addition, the Queen of Swords says you do have some management issues within there. So if you're looking for just smooth management, good pay, this is not really the place anyway. CSR position just doesn't look good overall for you, but we do have the tower. The tower indicates that there's something else building. There's someplace else that you've applied for that is going to sort of pop, and you're going to have an opportunity there. It's going to be a much better fit for you overall. I just get a feeling that you're in for something better. You know, what you've applied for, this particular position may not be your best option, but at the end of the day, it's going to be, it's going to be one of those things where the tower just says, look for the next big thing. Look for the next big thing. And I think it's coming. I mean, the tower does say everything's crumbling down. Everything does get excited. Everything does get sort of manic in a little bit before you get that movement going. Unapologetically, Sarah, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, Maddie, what does the Thoth deck say about the new Pisces? Oh, Maddie, you found another Pisces. Maddie, you like them Pisces. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see. Pisces and I. The new Pisces, is it going to be a traditional Pisces? Is this going to be one of those? Because, Pisces got a lot going for them. I'm just saying. Pisces are a very good sign. I do enjoy Pisces. Pisces is a great sign. All right, let's see how the new Pisces is looking. If they're looking decent, they're looking better than the neighborhood Aries. You got to know these things. You know what I mean? Oh, and he's a doctor too. See, Maddie knows how to pick them. Maddie is on the selection board over there. She's got it going on. All right. Aries, speaking of Aries, and Wolfie, welcome. How are you doing tonight? So good to see you. Let's see how this is going to go. The Two of Cups, that's not a bad look. That's not a bad look at all for the Pisces. I'm just saying. And the Four of Wands, it is looking really good. These two cards look really good. If you want a reading about somebody new, Gloria, how are you doing? Good to see you. I think the Two of Cups into the Four of Wands. You can see in the Four of Wands how happy everybody is, how they have the little kid there. They're in the nice little home. The sunlight is all bright and shining down. They're just missing a bunch of puppies running around and roses. No, they got rose. They got, what is that? I think that's a weed. Isn't that a weed? Anyway, basically the first two cards say this is a hit. Eight of Cups, though. It says if you need to get rid of the Pisces, Eight of Cups being reversed could be reread in different ways. Five of Swords reversed is good, too. Overall, it's pretty good. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. It looks like that they stick around for a while. It is sort of difficult to get rid of them if you need to get rid of them. So that's the only bad thing I see here is if you do need to do the little Das Boot and sort of boot them that away. It may be a little more difficult than what you're expecting, but I'm just saying overall, this is looking good. Maddie, I think you got a hit. Maddie's got a home run there. Maybe not a home run, but at least a good third base run. All right, let's see. Cheryl, how many months will I be staying in Taiwan? Let's see about that. Lily, welcome. How are you doing tonight? So good to see you. And Bartman, welcome in as well. I'm just saying. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, you wanted the Thoth deck. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. It was looking good. I'm just saying it was a good reading. I forgot about the Thoth deck. I got all excited trying to scroll everything and get everything organized because I started a little late today. Sorry about that. But that was good. Still, that was great. All right. Let's not use that. Let's use, what do we do? I use that. Let's use this. This would be good. Christina, welcome. How are you doing tonight? So good to see you. All right. How many months will be staying in Taiwan? There we go. See how that is going to be. Kozaya. Tio, I tried to find where to purchase your cloth. I could not find it. Kozaya. It is coming out on the 15th. In 5 days, I'm starting the Kickstarter. And you will be able to buy the cloth then. I promise you. I promise you it will be up on Kickstarter. You will get plenty of notice because I will be promoting it on the stream and whatnot. So you'll be able to find it. It's going to be up there for like 30 days. So you'll be able to get it, and it'll be printed very quickly. If you just want the cloth, you'll have it in the next like 2 weeks if you really want it. Anyway, so let's go with this. How many months are we staying in Taiwan? By the way, Cheryl, good luck with your Taiwan trip. I think it's going to be fantastic. Going back tomorrow, that is going to be great. Knight of Cups. Cheryl, we keep doing this. Me and you, Cheryl, every time we come in here, we keep doing this. Look at this, the Knight of Cups. The past 2 times we've talked about Taiwan, I said you're going to meet somebody there. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's just a random card. It's not something, that's going to be consistent. Maybe it just happened to be there one time. Here it is again. This is the 3rd reading you've had where you're going to meet somebody in Taiwan. I'm just saying, the Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance, is indeed there. I think you just have an unexpected relationship that sort of crops up there. 8 of Pentacles says you do get bored. It's almost like there's not a lot that you're interested in once you sort of get there, once you get settled in. It feels like there's not a lot going on, but I'm just saying the 8 of the Pentacles being reversed says there's a lack of work, or there's sort of difficulty getting work, or there's a little bit of a delay or whatnot. But the King of Pentacles says you do end up getting financially stable. And it just feels like that you feel better. You feel more stable. You feel secure. You feel like this is a place you want to stay. And you have the Page of Cups as well. You have this budding, a little romance thing going on. I think you have a lot of things just rocking your house over there. Again, I think that you're going over there. Okay, I think you're going over there expecting this, and I think you're going to get that. I think you have a different situation once you get there than what you expect. And I'm back to, I think, sort of the last reading we did on this, which is I think you're staying longer than you think. I think if you've scheduled a month, 2 months or whatever, I think you're staying a little longer. Not only because the Knight of Cups, but because the situation is a little different than what you're expecting overall. I'm telling you, I think you're staying longer than you expect. So join the stream from Taiwan. And I want to know if you meet this person, I want to know how that's working out. I mean, inquiring minds, everybody on the stream wants to know, because that's the 3rd time we've seen this person. All right. How's Colin feeling about me, Sarah? Unapologetically, Sarah. Let us check that out. Let's do that. U.S. Colin and me. How is that going to go? All right. What is a good Colin and me deck? I think we're going with the Light Seer seems to work. It's always good. The Light Seer never disappoints. You know what I mean? No matter what happens, the Light Seer is always there. Chris Ann hit it out of the park with this deck. Everybody loves it. I'm just saying. Yeah, Cheryl, we need to know. We need to know. I mean, everybody on the stream has seen this now 3 times. We got to know. We have to know. We're all innately curious. I have to say about that. We're innately curious. We need to see the action. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's see what we're doing. The 4 of Cups being the only right way up. Colin and you. The Chariot, the 4 of Cups, the King of Swords, and the 6 of Swords. It just seems like that there's a lot of potential here that's unrealized, if that makes sense. It just feels like it's unrealized. We could have this fantastic situation. We could have this big magical thing happening. We could have this explosion of energy. It just feels like it's just not there. There is a honeymoon period, and that does go out, and it does sort of dissuade a little bit. But the King of Swords being reversed, it feels like this person is just not in command of the relationship. It just feels like for longevity, it's a bit challenged. It just feels like that they're not there half the time. What's that song where it doesn't feel like you're in the room? Even though they're there, it doesn't feel like they're there. It feels like that they just have a loss of command, a loss of power. Maddie, thank you for your new donation. I appreciate you. What is the deal with the new Pisces? Okay, I'll do Thoth this time. I'll remember this time, Maddie. I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid, so I won't forget it twice. All right, but the Chariot says that it just sort of stalls out, peters out a little bit, no pun intended. 4 of Cups, ultimately, it's not something that you want after everything sort of goes there. 4 of Cups is just not a great card. It says that we have opportunities, but again, unrealized. Feels like we're just not making big progress on it. Feels like they're not taking command, not taking control. It feels like they're not even in the room. half the time when you're talking to them. Anyway, the Six of Swords is a journey from bad to good. That's reversed. It says the journey just doesn't happen. So long term, this doesn't look like just a very, very hot commodity, as they say. Gloria, thank you for your donation. Gloria wants to know what's coming towards me in love. Gloria, I hope you get a lot of love. Gloria, I hope you get a ton of love. In fact, let's get you the hearts. Let's get you a little hearts action. You know what I'm saying? A little hearts action. By the way, I'm buying more of these. They have a bunch of these. They're really good. I'm getting more hearts. I'm getting a job one where this dude walks across the screen. A guy walks across the screen with a suitcase for the job, and it like reveals the tarot. I thought that was really cool. I got to get that. That's so ridiculous, but it's so fun at the same time. All right, let's do a little divine. A little bit of the divine. Everybody loves it. They love the divine because it is indeed divine. Have you ever heard of the Flat Earth Tarot? Yes, I've heard of it. I haven't looked at it like seriously. Maybe I'll give a look see. I don't know. But the February 14th is coming. We need more love. Kozaya knows. Kozaya knows. We do need all the love that we can get. Let's hope we got a little bit. It's only a month away. I'm just saying. Let's hope we got a little bit of that action going. Nine of Wands. What's coming towards me in love? Three of Swords, Chariot, and the King of Cups. Okay, bottom line, you have a very quick, short-term thing with somebody. You immediately understand that it's just not going to work out. You're kind of upset over it. But I wouldn't worry about it because almost right after this, you have a fire sign that's coming in. I think the fire sign really feels like they have a lot of potential. Renee, welcome. How are you doing tonight? So good to see you. But the fire sign feels like they have a lot more potential. But you're going to be in some quick relationship, a useless relationship. You feel like it's not going anywhere. It's definitely never going anywhere. It's just sort of a very quick thing. You feel like that you're just wasting your time. Don't do that. Don't feel like that, because right after that event is the fire sign. Fire sign is going to be a lot of good opportunities. The Chariot. This is going to be a very big ride. It's going to feel magical. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to have a lot of potential. And you just feel like that there's just a lot of good things sort of hovering around within this. It doesn't feel like it's completely realized at the beginning, but after a little time, I think you're more excited about it. King of Cups said, this person is romantic beyond belief. Ethereal Waves, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But again, we have the Three of Swords, a little bit of an upset before this happens. We meet the fire sign. Fire sign has a Chariot, a lot of forward motion, a lot of romance coming from this person as well. They're very, very romantic, and they make you feel comfortable. They're very in tune with sort of how you're feeling, what your emotions are, and whatnot. I think that fire sign is going to be the ticket. That is going to be the ticket. Glory. Good luck with all of that. What is next? Aries. Outcome for my career, work in human services. Let's check that out. ER. Human services. See what is going on with that. Let's get a little bit. Let's get a little bit of the Super Lunaris Tarot action, by the way. In case you have not seen this deck, it looks like that. And it is fantastic. This is one of the best Kickstarters that we had this year. Other than the reinitialization of the Mons Tarot, obviously. But this, man, the card quality is excellent. Look at speaking of Valentine's Day, look at the pretty pink edging on this. Wow. Looks great. I had so many Kickstarters that sucked in 2020. I'm gonna level with you now. I had some Kickstarters that really were annoying in 2020, and we're gonna make a video to talk about them. Everybody's gonna hit dislike on the video because a lot of people just don't like me complaining about tarot. But I'm just gonna, I gotta be honest. I'll keep it toned down, but I gotta be honest. All right. Human services. How is that career going? What is going to be the outcome for your career? Bottom line, it's going to be pretty good. You're going to have a few bumps. You're going to have a few bumps along the way. Kozaya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's a good journey. It is a good path to go through. Obviously, again, you're going to have some things. I think your biggest issue throughout the career type feel is other people. Other people are annoying. It's like in the movie Clerks. This job would be great if it wasn't for the effing customers. You know what I mean? It just feels like one of those. But yeah, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles really sort of initiates the career. It says that you're in for a journey. You're in for some money. It is going to be something stable as well. You got the High Priestess and the world being such a fantastic end to this. I think that's where you really need to be. It's sort of, where you're at. What is the name of this deck? It is the Super Lunaris Tarot. There you go. I know it's out of focus. I know. If you're watching this video and you're like, what he's pointing at is out of focus, I know. I'm aware of that. In fact, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that tight focus. Look at it. Super Lunaris Tarot. There it is. There it is. Anyway, yeah, that's looking good. I think it's looking good. Few challenges along the way. Overall, the world says it's going to turn out right. It's going to turn out fine. High Priestess says you do learn quite a bit of skills from this that you can use in other things as well. Witch Doctor, what a great name. There you go. Witch Doctor, thank you for your donation. All right. Let's see. Wolfie, thank you for being here. Wolfie's been around, I think, forever. Wolfie, haven't you been around since like the first video? I think Wolfie's been around. Wolfie's like one of the few old timers that's still around. You know what I mean? All right, Wolfie, I appreciate you being here. You know I appreciate you being here. You are amazing. Which cards? My aura. Which cards describe my aura? Let's check it out. They have the aura pictures. When I was at a psychic fair one time, which cards? When I was at a psychic fair one time, they had the aura photography. You know what I mean? Apparently, that's like a very expensive camera. And the dude was trying to sell it to me. He says, I'm old and I want to sell this to somebody so you can do the aura photography. And I'm like, that sounds interesting, but that's just not a career that I think I'm interested in. You know what I mean? Ornell, do not forget me. Ornell, did you not show up? Ornell is in there somewhere, maybe? Ornell? We got Cheryl, Maddie, Wolfie, Aries, Gloria. We got Maddie. We got Ethereal, Kolzia, Unapologetic. Ornell, I'm not seeing you. Ornell, did you? Ornell, I'm not seeing you. All right. Which cards does describe Wolfie's amazing aura? It's going to be amazing because it is Wolfie. So, come on. Which cards describe the aura? Death into the Wheel of Fortune. That's important for you. I think that you get bored. I think that you have one of those personalities that you process information super fast. You learn everything very quickly. And then at the end of the day, you kind of get bored. So you're just like, you're ready to move on. You're ready to do some other stuff. And I think that's what excites you. I think variety is one of your big factors. Your aura is all about sort of adopting to change or finding new exciting things that are around you or learning something that's going to be a completely new and adventurous idea. I think that you love that adventure. You like to just get out there, live life, and do all of that. That is going to be exciting. And I think that's where you're at, right? Again, extremely fast learner. You just pick everything up and you are ready to go. I think that's one of the big things. The Wheel of Fortune said you adopt it to your life. And I think that's one of the other things about your aura. You adopt things and make it your own. So if somebody has this great idea, Sunflower, thank you for your hosting for Ornell. There you go, Ornell. What is your question? I'm sure you asked it up there, but chat has scrolled way off. So Ornell, please repeat your question. Thank you, Raina. I appreciate that. But basically, again, you're able to adopt things into your own. So in other words, if I have a good idea and Wolfie is like, that idea is great, I think that you can immediately adopt that and make it your own type of thing. You can adopt it into your lifestyle. You can adopt it into what you want to do, and you'll modify it, you'll enhance it, and you'll make it this great thing where it was just originally an idea. I think you could sort of blossom things out into a full-fledged, functional, working prototype type thing. Anyway, the Knight of Cups says you're very emotionally intuitive. I think you know what people are feeling. You can sense somebody's emotions. You can sense when somebody's kind of, someone's kind of maybe not good. You can sense when someone has a real good heart. I think you're very in tune with emotions as well. The Nine of Cups being just very, very emotionally in tune to things. So there you go. There's a little bit of the aura action. Maddie wants the thought this time. See, Maddie, I remembered it. Maddie, I remembered it. I mean, I'm just saying. I do disappoint on the first reading, but the second reading, I score. I score on the second reading. I remembered. You know what I mean? The intentions of my ex-Pisces. I'm a Taurus sun. Well, there you go. All right, let's copy... let's copy lower abdomen thing over there. Wish to know... All right, or Nell. Wish to know the intention of my ex-Pisces, Taurus, and Venus. There we go. All right, let me copy that to clipboard, get that a little bit into the other application, and we'll do Maddie. Maddie wants to know, what's the deal with the doctor? Doctor. Maybe you have that Dr. Feelgood song. Could be Dr. Feelgood. Tammy, you're welcome. How you doing tonight? Good to see you, Tammy. I appreciate you being here. Oh my. Well, okay. The doctor has a lot of stuff going on, some of which may not be great. I don't know. The doctor does have a lot of stuff going on. They do have some interesting things happening here. One of which is they do have a lot of secrets. Do have a lot of sort of things going on. They do have a lot of information they don't want people to know, just sort of general, this is not information that I want people to know. And that's sort of, I mean, everybody lives that way. That's fine. But there's one, it's just one of those things where they do have a lot of things going on and a lot of stuff they don't want you to figure out. They are a little bit emotionally detached. Even though they are a Pisces, I think that they're a fast burning Pisces. You know what I mean? In other words, they just sort of go in, they get very emotional, they're very this one way, and then after a period of time, they change into a different way of looking at things, a different way of treating their emotions, a different way of sort of connecting. And what you see today is not necessarily what you see tomorrow. Again, a little bit of a disconnect. It's one of the problems where, okay, let me tell you where the problem comes from. If you're a different person with this set of people than you are with another set of people, there's a disconnect. And that disconnect will eventually sort of manifest. It will sort of rise to the surface. And then you sort of see a little bit of a, they treat this person a little differently than they treat this person. In other words, they have different personalities based upon who they're talking to. And I think that's sort of a necessary element in their career. And they sort of learn this over time. But the problem is you need consistency across behavioral sections. So behavior in a relationship may change to the behavior that a patient gets, or the behavior that a friend gets, or the behavior that the family gets. And it's just that inconsistency that sort of brings in a little bit of a red flag feel a little later. I'm not saying this interferes with a honeymoon period. I'm just saying over a period of time, again, the person sort of morphs a little bit in the personality. And you see that from here to here. You have the movement of the Pentacles sort of going in. You have this sort of this weird non-motion or weird motion in some areas, but not others. And you have the secrets, which just end up being a dry emotional state across there. But anyway, that is just according to the cards, obviously entertainment purposes only. All right. Ethereal waves, love options this year. Let's see what we got. Good. This is a good excuse to use the Modern Love Tarot. Everybody loves that. Love options, the Modern Love Tarot. It's where you need to be. If you're not the Modern Love Tarot, I'm just saying, you need almost. I think my tarot tower is getting wobbly. By the way, if you're new, I don't see anybody new. If you're new, I see one person new. This is the tarot tower, and it holds 70 decks of cards. You can make it yourself for $20. Can you believe that? You can have this for $20. Sans tarot decks. But overall, there you go. Cappy, welcome. How you doing? It's good to see you again. How is it going? Let's see about that. Love options. Ethereal, welcome to the channel, by the way. If you have not hit that like and subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate that. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck. I have pretty low standards. So as long as I don't suck, I'm pretty happy at the end of the day. You know what I mean? All right. Let them know that I don't suck. Hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate all of you. Look how pretty this is. This is so nice. Speaking of so nice, look, you got the lovers. Ooh. Ethereal. You got the lover from the past. They're coming back. They're coming back into your life. They want back in. They're calling you. They're saying, ethereal, I need back in. I do. The Four of Wands, we had something before. We had some magic. We had some opportunities. We had some loves. We had floating hearts on the stream. And I want that again. So I'm coming back to ethereal. I'm saying, ethereal, I still love you. I've always loved you. I've missed you. And they want a relationship again with the Lover's card. I'm just saying, this is a pretty good option. This is not a bad option for you at all. I think that even though you may have sort of maybe a little bit of a ding here and there with the memories and whatnot of this particular person, the world says this particular time has a lot better option. I think that they have learned. I think that they've grown a little bit. And overall, I think that they're going to be pretty happy and pretty good for you in the long run. Two of Pentacles, though, says you have a rough time choosing. It feels like that you want to lean towards the new me, but at the end of the day, you're thinking about the old me. You're thinking about all the pain and all the drama and all this other stuff. But, you know, give it another shot. Just for me, give it another shot with this person. The world says it may work out. Stacy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Here we go. Which color sofa? We talk about sofas? I haven't been watching chat. I've been reading. All right, Kolzaya wants to know, what does the lower abdomen pain tell me? Kolzaya, I'm not a doctor. Maddie's new Pisces is a doctor, though. I'm just saying. Maybe we can get him on the stream and do the diagnosis. All right. Eddie, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Oh, what is a good deck for a lower abdomen pain? I'm going to go with the This Might Hurt Tarot for obvious ironic reasons, but you know what I mean? We'll see about that. Ethereal, I'm telling you, ethereal. They're coming in. They're going to bring in some good news over here. That's what you need at the end of the day, is good news and love, because bad news and love doesn't mix very well at all, does it? Why is my phone locked? I was open 2 seconds ago. It's screensaver locked, and now I have to put in my code. Stop doing that, Mr. Phone. You're being mean to me. I need to hurry. I got readings to do. All right. This Might Hurt Tarot. What is your lower abdomen saying to you? Well, that looks like your lower abdomen, maybe. Is that lower abdomen? I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, by the way. This is entertainment purposes only. But the devil says it is psychosomatic. Okay, well, I don't want to say that. That's, I don't want to get sued. Some kind of, medical things. Okay, let me just read there. The devil does say we do have stray thoughts. We do have thoughts that are maybe thoughts that are a bit challenged. And the Three of Wands does say that we are looking externally maybe for validation, or looking externally for something, maybe similar to that. But yeah, the Five of Wands says there is an internal battle, basically between what we believe or what we feel and things like that. You know what I mean? It just feels like that there are different factors going on. There are different thoughts going on. It feels like that there's a lot of things that could be that aren't and whatnot. The Sun says overall it's going to work out okay, but I don't know. I mean, okay. So the obvious statement here is, if you do have pain, you probably want to go see a doctor. So I highly recommend seeing a professional when you do have pain, because pain is your body's way of letting you know something's wrong. That's how it does it. It says something's wrong with the pain. So yeah, I mean, if you can see a doctor, please see a doctor, as always. You know what I mean? But yeah, there is a reading. Okay, and Unapologetic Sarah, what is Colin's next action towards me? Maybe they'll call. Maybe Colin could call you from IKEA and show you all the cool furniture up there. You never know. You never know what Colin is going to do. Colin Next action. Let's see about that. All right. What's a good one for Colin? I guess we'll go with the wheel. The wheel, the golden wheel would be great. Yeah, there you go. Black leather sofa. That sounds kind of fun. I used to have leather seats in Texas, by the way. They get really hot. Texas is like 108 degrees outside, and those leather seats, you get on those within your shorts, and that's pretty startling. It's pretty startling painful, I got to say. All right, I'm here. You made it just in time. Apologies, Sarah. I knew you were going to be here, and I started right when you arrived. Okay, not really. I mean, it was just kind of a timing thing, but you know me. All right. What's Colin's next action? Four of Swords says there is no next action. If you're expecting something soon, I mean, you do have a delay with that, right? You have a bit of a delay. Four of Swords is a delay card. It says things are not really brewing as fast as you want. It feels like that their next action or their next sort of thing that they're doing has a bit of a downturn to it, where they're just not going to do it, or they're going to do something a little more relaxed, something different. They're not exactly just full steam ahead on this as far as that goes. Danielle, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Knight of Wands, though, says they do come around. So again, there's some hesitancy, there's some delay. It feels like the person just not moving forward like they should be. They do end up getting their butt in gear, and they do end up sort of moving forward. And the Two of Cups does look good. It looks like sort of a connection is made and whatnot. But yeah, they're going to sort of, be lazy on a lazy Sunday, watch, all 3 football games like I do and whatnot. But they do get their butt in gear. They do get their butt in gear. You just got to give them some time. Definitely don't want to hurry this person. They're gonna take their sweet time on that. All right, Witch Doctor wants to know what would be good for that. I think we could go ahead and use the Dark Mansion for the Witch Doctor. That fits. That fits. I need a Witch Doctor Tarot. That would be great. Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be Witch Doctor Tarot? Outlook on working with what? Working with psychic. Let's see about that. How's that going to go with working with the psychic? Working with the psychic realm with that Dark Mansion action. If you are going to work with the psychic realm, you need to do it with the Dark Mansion Tarot. That's going to be where it's at. It's going to be a pleasing experience when you get the Dark Mansion. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. The general outlook. Well, the world is good for that. We got the world. We got the Hierophant. We got the Eight of Pentacles. We got the Two of Cups. It does feel that you've done a lot of work. I mean, you're not just sort of starting. I think that you have a lot of things that you have done before. You have a lot of items that you have pursued previously and whatnot. But it feels like that you're not coming into this raw. You have some experience with it. The world says overall it's going to be a good pursuit with the psychic abilities. This year does look like the Hierophant that is more of a learning year. It feels like that we're maybe stalled a little bit on the effects, or maybe stalled a little bit on sort of the magical revelations and whatnot. But the Hierophant says it is a rapid learning year. I think you're able to pick up things this year that normally would take you longer. That would take you a little longer to pick up. But this is the year to do it. So it's like like in the Matrix, where you could just sort of plug in and instantly learn how to fly a helicopter. It feels like one of those years. It feels like you could just plug into something. You have a lot of things happening as well. Now, Witch Doctor, very important. You have a guide that you have not met yet. And this guide is going to be one of the most potent tools in your arsenal for doing not only psychic abilities, but just sort of moving in forevermore. Make sure that you meet this guide. Reach out, meet the guide, and find out, find the guide and find out, exactly what they have to say to you. And it's one of the things to where this could be somebody from the past that you just sort of in meditation, you sort of meet. It could be a voice in your head that sort of culminates over time as you listen, it gets stronger. But you do have a guide waiting for you that you need to meet. And that guide is going to bring you into the next level as far as the learning goes. And that's sort of part of the way of learning is going to be picking up the books, watching the videos, getting some new activities, some new meditation, some new things going on. And part of that is going to be meeting your new guide. And I think that guide is going to bring you through not only the rest of this year, but they're going to be there for quite some time, and they have a lot of things to say to you. All right. Let's see about that. Know what the intention of X Pisces is. All right. We got an X. They are a Pisces. It seems to be Pisces night. It does. If you're a Pisces, I'm just saying, people are thinking about you tonight. You know, don't ignore the power. Don't ignore the potency of the Pisces. Pisces got it going on. I'm just saying, everybody's thinking about a Pisces tonight. Is there any Pisces in chat? I mean, somebody's probably thinking about you. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Oh, a weird mood. Gonna go. Ladies in a weird mood. Sorry to hear that, lady. Or hey, if it's a weird and wild mood, I'm glad to hear that, lady. I mean, you know. All right, let's see about that. What are the intentions of this particular Pisces? King of Swords, a little bit on the dominating side. Oh, that's probably not the best card. Oh, that's not the best card either. Melvin, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I'm just saying the intentions of the Pisces seem to be a little bit on the domineering side. It feels like that they're a little domineering, a little bit challenging. They have a lot of expectations that need to be fulfilled. They need you to do stuff. It feels like they're just sort of bossing people around at some point. The King of Swords is that. It is a totalitarian. It is somebody that's going to be a little bit more on the domineering side, which hey, can be fun and bad. I mean, just saying, you know, but yeah, the King of Swords says that they have a little bit on the domineering side. You see that mean look, you know what I mean? That command. I'm in command. The King of Swords. So there. But yeah, anyway, the death. It says that command may not go the way that you want it. They do want a lot of changes, and part of the changes is sort of restrictions. It's almost like they don't like what people are doing. They want a little bit of that, a little bit of change. They want you to change for them. Yeah, it just feels a little domineering, a little bit over the top, you know, at the end of the day. The Six of Wands says that, I mean, if you want to stick with it, this is what the person wants. I mean, sure, you know, you need me to dress up like this or, you know, whatever, sure. But yeah, the Six of Wands says it is something maybe you could enjoy if that is something that you like. But overall, just expect some restrictions to be had, some, you know, commands to be given and whatnot. It just feels like they're a little bossy at some point. But yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a weird read. It really is like very bossy. I want change. I want change from you. I want you to do this. Some people love that. Some people don't. What is going to happen between me and A? Cappy, good to see you again. How you doing tonight? Let's see about you and A as well. You and A, I guess better than you. If A doesn't work out, there's always B. There's always B. Plenty of room there. Cannot ride in the car, get car sick, and I'm claustrophobic. Ouch. All right. Let's see what is going to happen there with the Grimalkin Tarot. Let's see what you got. Lenormand Tarot. I saw today one of your tutorials. Yeah, Lenormand Tarot. That's a nice one. All right. Yeah, any tarot deck, I'm all excited about it. I just get like a kid in a candy store when I see tarot. So you and A, what's it be? The World reversed, the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's another one of these slow burn situations. It just feels like that there's some stuff there. There's some good stuff that can happen. The Six of Swords says some things need to change, though. We need to improve some things. We need to go on a journey. We need to have that journey work out. We need to have some things sort of work out for the better. Again, the Six of Swords is going from a little bit not the best to a little bit better, right? The Six of Wands is going to be at the end of that. So expect change, expect alterations, expect tomorrow, next week, next month, next year to be a little bit different than today. Going to be a little bit better than today. That's going to be a good thing. Does it look like today may be optimal? The world says no. I mean, the world is upside down. It says your dreams really haven't come true at this point. Three of Swords says you do want to stick with it. You want to hang out. You want to keep going, but you know, at the end of the day, you're going to have to let it roll. You're going to have to let it ride out. And that's going to be one of those things. You know what I mean? There you go. All right. Cheryl, are you responding to my reading? My reading was like a year ago. All right. I don't think so. I think Cheryl's. I think Cheryl, you're just talking about when you get there, you got to quarantine. Yeah, I think most countries when you arrive, you have to quarantine for a couple of weeks. That sucks. Okay, Stacy wants to know. SP do with her life in next 2 months. That's very specific. That is a very specific question. Let's see about that. See what happens with all that good stuff. We used that already. I do want to use a little bit of the Gregory Scott. Haley, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. The government officials track your movement. That's kind of frightening in a variety of ways. That is a little bit concerning, but I mean, sure, you know. Seems like that we have an ankle monitor, like you're locked down. Step out of space, you get fined $3,000. Oh my. That's okay. Let's see how this goes. Where's my button? I didn't have a button. By the way, this is a Gregory Scott tarot, in case you wonder. SP, what's she gonna do with her life in the next 2 months? That is quite a crappy read. This is a terrible reading. Sunflower, thank you for your donation. Another Pisces question. There you go, Sunflower. Sunflower's getting on the Pisces train. This is a terrible reading. Stacy, basically, what do they do with their life in the next 2 months? Looks like there's conflict, looks like there's worry, there's concern. It looks like they're trying to escape something. I mean, do they have some mental thing going on? I got to say, this is an unusual read. It points to some mental thing happening or some mental gymnastics happening that aren't exactly in the best situation. The Nine of Swords obviously is a nightmare card. It's a worry, it's concern and whatnot. There is some internal fighting. There is some thoughts going on, things moving around. And it feels like we want to escape. Kozai, thank you for your donation. It feels like we just want to escape. At the end of the day, there is this solemn feel to the whole thing. It's like they're not making much progress towards they want me to go. Stacy, this could be caused by a variety of things. Maybe the person has some goals that they're clearly not going to accomplish and they're depressed over it. Maybe they have some mental issues that are internally sort of going back and forth with that. Maybe they have some depression problems. Maybe they're on some medication that's causing them to be a little bit different. So again, this just doesn't look good. SP, whatever SP's up to, it looks a little challenged. You know what I mean? A little bit on the challenge side, a little bit there. Stacy, I would, okay. Yeah. Okay. I rarely do this, but let me say this, entertainment purposes only, but I would sort of watch them, make sure they're doing okay. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, Danielle, what to come for me in love? In love. Everybody wants to know about love tonight. It is, it's getting next to Valentine's Day. Everybody's kind of excited. I'm just saying. Everybody wants a little love and a little snuggles before it gets hot. Snuggling is not fun when it's hot because you get all sweaty. It's nasty. Coming for me in love. Let's see about that. Sunflower, have you ever dated a Pisces before? There you go. I'm not sure. The Pisces I've dated, they were very emotional. That's for sure. Very sort of head in the clouds, emotional sometimes, and all that stuff. But you never know. Love, yeah, Kozai, you know it. You avoid them like a virus. Well, yeah, there you go. All right, Danielle, what's coming from me in love? Oh, Danielle, it's starting rough. Girl, it's starting rough. Oh, Jesus, starting rough and it's ending rough. Well, oh man, it's a roller. Danielle, it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster. It feels like that there's some good, some bad. 1 minute you're up in the air, you're celebrating, you feel like your head's in the clouds. You feel like things are just beautiful. It's roses and puppies raining down on you. Feels fantastic. And then the next day you feel like crap. It feels like everything went wrong. You're angry. You're upset. You're ready to punch somebody. You don't want it. It feels like you're out of control. But this feels like that. You're a little bit on the roller coaster ride. I'm sorry to say. I mean, the good thing about this is you can control it a little bit. It's like one of the roller coasters you're playing in a video game where you sort of, start over from the beginning or something, but yeah, it's a little challenge. I'm sorry to say it's a little bit challenged. There you go. What deck is that? I'm glad you asked because I want to show you. It's the Heaven and Earth Tarot. It's the Heaven and Earth Tarot. It is a beautiful deck. Everybody loves this deck. I like it when people love my deck. You know what I mean? I don't have a massive deck, but I have, it's good enough. Melvin, what's coming towards me in love? See, I can just change the reading title. I can just make it Melvin on the front and see what's going on. Melvin, I hope you get a better reading than that. Hope you get, Danielle waited for like an hour. Danielle waited for like an hour to get a reading. And then I tell her it's a roller coaster. She's like, oh, I hate that tarot oracle guy. So they're waiting for like 30 minutes. Then I got the worst reading of my life. There was no buttery muffins in the reading at all. Should have went to somebody else's channel. I'm just saying. All right. Melvin, hope you get a better one than the last one. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. Melvin has a little bit better luck. I'm telling you now. The Two of Wands. Melvin, you gotta do a little bit of searching in there. A little bit of a searching, a little bit of an action. This depends on you. It feels like that this depends on you as far as what's coming in love. The more you're out and about, I know there's COVID. Yes, I know that's the thing. The more you're out and about, the more you're looking around, the more you're meeting people, the more you're talking to people, you seem to just have a bigger chance of running into somebody. You do have the potential, but the lovers is not coming around magically. You do have to work for it. You do have to sort of look around, peek around the corner, smile at some people, check it out and all that stuff. Sunshiny Day, welcome. Thank you for your donation. But basically the Two of Wands says it's your domain. It's your domain. You're going to have to take control, take command. You're going to have to hammer this out. No pun intended. Strength says you do have some good opportunities coming. And the Ace of Pentacles is the best kind. It feels like the Ace of Pentacles really sort of wraps that up. And it says that we have a lot of potential here, but it's up to you. The Magician says it's up to you. This is a Little Prince Tarot, by the way. It's up to you, Melvin. Melvin, you gotta get that done. I know COVID is a really inhibiting factor to all of that, but there you go. Haley, did my friend report me? Okay, that's not much of a friend if they're reporting you. Haley, you got to get better friends. You got to get some friends that like you. That'd be great. Nadia, a bad reporter. Is Nadia a bad person who's doing all this reporting and whatnot? Kristen wants to know what the world's going on. There is no list. Donation, take priority, then I pick at random. Kristen, there is no list. Donation, take priority, and then I pick at random. And there is a massive queue. The queue is actually twice this large. We're narrowed it down to the last few here. But yeah, there you go. But I hear every night. So if you want to come back, I'm here every single night for the rest of your life. I will be here every single night. I'm just saying. All right. Whoops. We got the first card. We know what that is. Are they reporting us? What does the first card say? Okay, that doesn't say much. What about the next card? What does that say? That doesn't say much. What about the next card? What does that say? The Four of Cups and the Eight of Swords. No. No. I don't see that they're reporting you or anything like that. Well, Shaw, thank you for your compliment. I greatly appreciate that. Basically, the person is a little bit on the fake side. I mean, this is not just like, the pure driven snow, beautiful type person. They have a little bit of a mean side. They got a little bit of a mean side. You already knew this. This is not anything that Haley's like, ooh, that's fascinating news, Mr. Tarot Oracle. You figured this out a while back. So they got a mean side. Did they report you? I don't think so. Are they fake? A little bit. Long term, I wouldn't just give them my bank account number. I wouldn't, I wouldn't put him in charge of anything major. It looks a little bit challenged on as far as the Nadia is going. Four of Cups, they just don't like a lot of things. They find things, they get a little bit jealous. A lot of things they just dislike, but they're not going to say anything about it because they don't want to be rude. They want to look a little better or something like that. You know what I mean? Because there you go. There you go. All right. All right. So, Sunflower Pisces. Ooh, Sunflower's got the Pisces action. Boo Boo's going to get some fresh muffins with the Pisces. Is that going to be a thing? Pisces muffins? We could have some good stuff coming. Let's check it out. Let's check it out with the Encore Tarot. A little bit of Chiro Marchetti action coming in here. Kristen, that thing is huge. Well, thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. Yeah, Encore Tarot. See if we have some buttery muffins with this particular Pisces. Is that going to be a thing or not? Is it going to be a thing or not? Let's move the Encore Tarot logo a little bit to the left. Oh, the Sun, the Emperor, the Queen of Coins, and the Knight of Wands. I think that they're a nice person. I think they have a lot of potential, but they work your nerves. Not everything they do works your nerves, but quite a bit works your nerves. And you already saw that coming. This is not shocking. Knight of Wands says they do things that are just annoying and not anything that you can fix. They do things that is annoying, basically. But yeah, you do have a Pisces heading your way. You do. The Sun says, here they are. They really are proud of themselves. They have a lot of good features. They like it. They're going to tell you all about their good features too. That's the first annoying thing. Knight of Wands says they're coming your way and they want some attention. They want some love. They want a little buttery muffin, a little butter on the muffin. The Emperor says they are the least commanding human being you have ever met in your life. So if you're looking for somebody to come in and take command, take control, and say, hello, Sunflower, this is Mr. Pisces, and I am taking command. I am confident. I'm a strong individual. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I have all of these goals, ambitions, and all of that. This ain't that ain't that. No, that ain't them. But yeah, Queen of Coins says they're a bit challenged with money as well. So they work your nerves. They're coming in and they are working your nerves. I'm sorry, but here they come. All right. Kozaya, what's coming for me in love? Another what's coming for me in love. Let's feel that coming in. A Leo moon. They are very proud of their accomplishments. And they're going to let you know all about their accomplishments because that's how they roll. Wizards Tarot for this. Let's see about that. Kozaya coming for you in love. Let's see. KN and love. It is a love night. We got that hovering Valentine's Day coming in. Arthur, thank you for your subscription. I really appreciate that. By the way, we're ending soon, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow. We're here every single night. And except for the night I went to relax and have fun. Other than that, we're here every single night. There you go. At least he won't be a control freak. That's right. CM remembers. CM knows everything that happens on this channel. She remembers all the previous readings. CM knows. CM's the most observant person I think I've ever seen. Yeah, CM knows the previous reading. We had a little bit too commanding of a person, and there you go. Now we don't. Now we have the Pisces. Is this out of focus? It looks out of focus. That's in focus. If you're watching this video tomorrow and you're like, that's out of focus. No, it's not. I just showed you. Okay. Anyway, what's coming for me in love, KN? See if that's going to be something good. Because, I'm just saying, because I need some love. Needs a little bit of that affection. 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups, 9 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. It's almost like you got a friends with benefits situation going on. A little bit of the friends with benefits situation, right? The Four of Wands, we have opportunities for feeling at home. We have opportunities for all of that stuff, and it feels like we have a little bit of potential, a little bit of love sort of coming in. The Ace of Cups, though, says there's this emotional detachment. Things do not move as fast. Things do not move as well as they should. And it feels like that they really could have had a lot better results, but you get what you can take. If you're willing to do friends with benefits, you got a little bit of that action going there. Eight of Pentacles says, I think you try to pull more out of it than friends with benefits, but it just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. You're trying to pull more out. You're trying to bleed a stone, as they say, or whatever. But I mean, there you go. All right. Yeah. A little bit of friends with benefits on the radar, Kolzai. I hope you enjoy that. I mean, that may not be a bad thing. May not be a little bit of a bad thing. Some people love that. Some people don't. But there you go. How soon? I think the friends with benefits starts in, I would say, 72 days from today. Kolzai, 72 days. It warms up. It starts. And I'm not saying that's full steam. I'm saying it begins. What about this dude named Torin? All right, sunshiny day, met a cutie named Torin. Let's see. Torin, that's an unusual name. That is a highly unusual name. It's kind of cool, though. I like unusual. If you have an unusual name, I like it. Let's see how the unusual name of Torin goes. Torin. Sounds like something out of a Lord of the Rings book. We were going down the Shire. We were having the second breakfast in the Shire. And then Torin came upon us. Torin, the brother of, I don't know. Who's the magician in there? Who's the magician in The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings? It sounds like his brother. Torin. Maybe Torin enjoys a second breakfast. Maybe Torin stole the ring of power and he has to throw it into the cavern of fire or whatever. All right. You hope he's not watching. Statistically, it's pretty slim, I gotta say. Never know, though. By the way, Torin, if you're watching, I like your name. Are you the brother of Gandalf? Are you Torin the Great? I'm just saying. All right. Queen of Pentacles, what's going on with Queen? Eight of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Definitely not looking for anything long term. They just got out of another relationship. Did they just get out of a relationship? I'm just saying, did they just leave another relationship? You have the Eight of Cups reversed. It felt like that I just abandoned another relationship, abandoned something else. The Queen of Wands says they're just sort of working you in. The Queen of Pentacles being reversed as well. It's sort of interesting that the Queen of Pentacles, this big stability, this big stable thing, Torin the Great, the brother of Gandalf, feels like that. It feels like that they're just not good at a lot of different things in life, and they try to compensate. So if you hear them naming off all of these successes in a row, probably some of them are not really going to be true. They just trying to compensate, basically. Eight of Cups. This means two different things. One, it sounds like a monster truck. Torin? Really? That doesn't sound like a monster truck. More like, I don't know. It sounds like a monster truck. I don't know. Anyway, the Eight of Cups means two different things. Could mean, number one, they just left a relationship. But because it's reversed, I may lean, okay, I may change my mind. I'm making an executive decision here. I may say that they're in a relationship that they hate, but they're just hanging on to it for dear life. It's one of those. I mean, I don't know. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. I wouldn't just sit there and fantasize about this person. I don't think that's going to be good. Basically it's kind of a wash. I would say it's a wash. Don't hang too many expectations on this particular person. Anyway, how do you decide which cards you pick? The first time I've seen them do that way. Shaw, I'm glad you asked. Shaw, I have a book that explains it. It explains it. In the description, you can find all of my merchandise, which includes a book for only $5. And a book for only $5, it explains all of this crap. If you're like wondering what I'm doing, you're like, what? I've never seen this before. The book explains it all. Yesterday, I sold 9 books. I sold a book an hour while I was awake, almost. Anyway, a lot of books going out. I'm just saying this new book is going to be popular. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. It's coming in 5 days. T.O. is going to be the go-to to find a boyfriend. Sunshiny day. I will guide you. I will guide you in the direction that you need to go. I'm not saying I'm going to be correct all the time, but at least I'll have some cards ready for you. I'll warm them up just for you. All right. Were you or are you in radio? No, I'm not in radio. I got a face for radio, but I'm not in radio. Anyway, we'll be here tomorrow. See you then.
Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed feels just like cobblestone. Oh, why did she go? Oh, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that